Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're taking a close look at a figure who absolutely redefined the rules of engagement in the music industry. Now, we all know 50 Cent as this untouchable rap legend, right? The guy whose debut album, Get Rich or Die Trying, sold over 800,000 copies in its very first week. People were just completely captivated by Curtis Jackson's story, a man who survived a literal assassination attempt and lived to shout about it on tracks like Many Men. But beyond the massive record sales and all those undeniable club hits, there's another, honestly much darker layer to his genius. Today, we're going to look at 50 Cent not just as a musician, but as a ruthless, tactical mastermind. Because over the years, he has practically perfected the art of destroying his rivals. If you cross him, he doesn't just want to win a rap battle. He wants to publicly humiliate you, dismantle your career, and in some cases, completely ruin your life. So let's just dive right into this, because to really understand how 50 Cent operates, you have to get inside his mindset. He actually said this quote regarding a photo that featured his own son, Marquise, standing next to the son of a longtime street rival. Just process that for a second. If both of these guys got hit by a bus, I wouldn't have a bad day. This shocking statement really proves that 50 Cent operates with absolutely zero boundaries. When he feels disrespected, blood ties and past loyalties mean absolutely nothing. It's this complete detachment and his willingness to go to the absolute extreme that makes him such a terrifying opponent in any feud. So, here's our target list for today's Explainer. We're looking at the fall of Ja Rule, kicking out the game, exposing Rick Ross, his closest enemies, and finally, his two-decade crusade against Diddy. Let's start with target number 1, the fall of Ja Rule. You know, it's honestly hard to overstate just how massive Ja Rule was before 50 Cent came along. He was at the absolute peak of the industry, but 50 Cent saw an opening. The origins of this war are just wild. Back in 1999, Ja Rule got robbed of his jewelry in Queens by an associate of 50 Cent. Ja mistakenly thought 50 orchestrated the whole thing, which obviously led to some extreme tension. So when 50 showed up to a video shoot in his own neighborhood, Ja completely ignored him, disrespecting him right on his own turf. And that sparked the fire. By 2000, this had escalated from diss tracks to actual real-world violence. Ja's crew ambushed 50 at the Fit Factory studios in New York, and a rapper named Black Child actually stabbed 50 Cent. But Ja's fatal mistake? That came in 2002. Feeling the pressure, Ja Rule dropped a track called Loose Change, where he insulted 50's boss, Eminem, and specifically targeted Eminem's young daughter, Haley. And well, that was it. By crossing that line, Ja Rule didn't just have 50 Cent after him anymore, he brought down the full, devastating wrath of the entire Interscope Records machine. Now, what's really interesting here is the sheer, unbelievable level of petty dedication it takes to execute a troll like this. Long after Ja Rule's career had cooled off, he announced a concert in Texas in 2018. 50 Cent, refusing to let the ghost of his enemy rest, went ahead and bought 200 front-row tickets for around $3,000. Why? Literally, just so the front of the venue would be completely empty while Ja Rule was performing. It's a hilarious, yet incredibly calculated psychological strike. It just goes to show you, 50 Cent never forgets and he never forgives. Moving on to target number 2, kicking out the game. So here's the thing. You don't actually have to be a rival rapper from across town to end up in 50's crosshairs. Sometimes you can be standing right next to him. This particular fallout was just a rapid-fire explosion. 50 Cent and the game had just created these massive hits together, but 50 started feeling like the game was being disloyal. So how do you handle an HR dispute in G-Unit? Well, 50 Cent went on live radio at Hot 97 and just abruptly fired the game on air. The game, who had actually been doing an interview at that exact same station earlier, rushed back to the building with his crew. A completely chaotic shootout erupted right outside the radio station, and one of the game's friends actually took a bullet to the leg from security. From there, all-out war. 50 Cent relentlessly mocked him. I mean, he even photoshopped the game's face onto a male stripper's body and sent it out to magazines. This triggered an exhausting, relentless 12-year feud filled with dozens and dozens of diss tracks. All right, target number 3, exposing Rick Ross. Normally in hip-hop, beefs start over stolen money, violence, or deep-seated street politics. But this massive, career-altering feud, it supposedly started over a simple, dirty look at an awards show. Rick Ross basically thought that attacking 50 Cent would boost his record sales, which turned out to be a colossal miscalculation. And this right here brilliantly illustrates the absolute power of opposition research. See, Rick Ross had built his entire rap persona around being this hardened, untouchable drug kingpin, even taking the name of the real-life Freeway Rick Ross. So 50 Cent didn't just respond with a rap song, he responded with a full-on background check. He dug up actual photographs and employment records proving that Rick Ross used to be a correctional officer, a literal prison guard in Florida, and he blasted those pictures out for the whole world to see. It completely shattered Rick Ross's tough guy persona and permanently altered how the public viewed his authenticity. You see, 50 Cent is a master of escalation. He systematically walks up the stairs of disrespect. Step 1. He dropped a cartoonish but super damaging diss track calling him Officer Ricky. Step 2. He actually tracked down Rick Ross's child's mother, Tia, befriended her, and brought boxing champion Floyd Mayweather along to take her shopping, making sure to heavily publicize the whole humiliation. But step 3 is where he crossed a major legal line. He acquired a private, intimate tape belonging to another one of Ross's exes, Lastonia Leviston, and leaked it onto the internet with his own mocking commentary dubbed right over it. However, as you might guess, operating with zero boundaries definitely comes with a price. These ruthless tactics can and do backfire. By taking it that far, 50 Cent landed himself in a massive legal battle. The courts ultimately ordered 50 to pay Lastonia Leviston a staggering $5 million for leaking that private footage. It was a rare moment where his scorched earth tactics dealt a pretty heavy blow to his own wallet. But let's be real, it certainly didn't change his overall strategy. Which brings us to section 4, closest enemies. Because if you're thinking his wrath is reserved only for industry competitors, you'd be way off. Not even family or best friends are safe here. Take the public feud with his own son, Marquise, for example. It's bizarre and, frankly, deeply uncomfortable to watch. It mostly centers around child support. Marquise publicly complained that the $6,700 a month he was getting just wasn't enough for his lifestyle, which prompted 50 to relentlessly mock his own son online. And then you have boxing legend Floyd Mayweather. These guys were totally inseparable, best friends who literally walked to the ring together. But in 2012, a minor dispute led Floyd to call 50 a groupie on Twitter. 50's retaliation was nuclear. Knowing Floyd struggled with literacy, 50 put out a video challenging his former best friend to read just a single page of a Harry Potter book out loud, offering to donate $750,000 to charity if he could pull it off. It was incredibly personal, it went super viral, and it was absolutely brutal. And finally, target number 5. 2 decades with Diddy. We have officially arrived at the climax of our explainer. Because all of those previous feuds, they kind of pale in comparison to this one. This is a lifelong mission. The roots of this animosity go all the way back to 1999. When 50 Cent was coming up, he was ghostwriting songs for Diddy and fully expected to get signed to Bad Boy Records. But after 50 got shot, Diddy completely turned his back on him, basically claiming there was just too much dangerous baggage attached to him now. 50 felt incredibly used and discarded. So once 50 achieved global superstardom, he dropped a track called The Bomb in 2006, aimed squarely at Diddy. By 2012, the tension was so thick, they nearly brawled backstage at the BET Awards. And today, well, 50 Cent is standing there feeling completely vindicated by the recent news. So the really crucial point here is that 50 Cent was out there loudly ringing the alarm about Diddy for 20 years. He started off by dissing Diddy's partner back in '99. On that 2006 track, he literally accused Diddy of being involved in the death of the Notorious B.I.G. He very publicly refused to attend Diddy's infamous white parties, openly saying he was deeply uncomfortable with what was going on in there. He'd post videos mocking Diddy's behavior, like that super awkward time Diddy grabbed Mike Tyson's knee on a talk show. Long before any of this became headline news or the subject of federal investigations, 50 Cent was relentlessly trolling Diddy and warning the public that something was very, very wrong. Which really brings us to the ultimate question, doesn't it? When we look back at the history of hip-hop, how exactly will 50 Cent be remembered? Will it be for the diamond-certified albums, the massive club anthems, and the unbelievable record sales? Or will his true legacy be his absolute military-like brilliance in hip-hop warfare? He created this wild blueprint for opposition research, psychological warfare, and career destruction that the industry had literally never seen before, and honestly will probably never see again. Definitely something to think about the next time you hear Indie Club. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you on the next one.